Hi guys, today I'll be sharing how to make Choco and Oreo creamy jelly. For the ingredients, for the Choco part, we need half a cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 6 teaspoons of unflavored gelatin, 1.5 cups of water, half a cup of cream, and 1 can of evaporated milk. Process is really easy. Um, to begin, we're going to just heat up the water so it's easier to dissolve the cocoa powder. So once you can see that the steam is coming out, you can add the cocoa powder. Use the whisk to do this process so it will make the mixing process easier. Now add the sugar, evaporated milk, add the cream, finally add the 6 teaspoons of gelatin. By the way, the heat setting is medium to low heat. So once you see that all the gelatin is gone, we can take this out of the heat. Taste, make sure that the sweetness is right. And this soon will boil, so this is ready to be transferred into a container. So I'm using a band pan. Use a strainer just to make sure that there's no lumps of cocoa powder. I'm also gonna be using a silicone mold. Now we're going to place this in the fridge once the steam is gone to continue setting. I use 1 tablespoon of sugar, 7 teaspoons of unflavored gelatin, 1 can condensed milk, 2 cups of water, 1.5 cups of cream, and 20 pieces of Oreo. You can only see 1 pack here, but I use 20 pieces. So here, I'm going to chop the Oreos. I'm not using food processor or a mallet to do this because I want big chunks, because this will soak in the hot cream later and you don't want this to all fall apart. So just chop them or just break it. Set this aside. So in a pot, combine the water, the cream, condensed milk, mix well. Now taste this, and I feel like it needs a little bit sweetness, so I add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now set the heat, medium to low heat. Before I forget, we also need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So in the description box, I'm gonna write the list of ingredients. Finally, we can add the 7 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin. If you're using Ferna, I suggest to double the amount. Now, once the steam is starting to come out and before it starts boiling, we can add the Oreos. And then we're just going to cool this slightly and wait for our choco gelatin to set. The chocolate jelly is set. Now using a fork, just scrape the surface of the gelatin so the Oreo jelly will stick. Now just gently add the Oreo jelly. And we're going to place this in the fridge to set overnight. This is now the next day. We're going to unmold the choco creamy Oreo jelly. Don't forget the middle. Press it down, then pull it away from the container. My hands are clean, I wash it. And this is just an optional step. I have a little bit of whipped cream. This is just for decoration. And then I cut the Oreo in half. And this is the finished product. And just to show you what it looks like when you cut the jelly. This is what it looks like. This is really good. I can guarantee that you're gonna love it. It's so easy to make. So I hope you give them a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.